This video is sponsored by Sweet Life CBD. Sweet Life's premium CBD products are trusted by riders like Freddie Noren and Benny Bloss. Try some yourself by visiting GetSweetLife.com. Use code TMN or click the link in the description to get 20% off site-wide. Red Bull KTM MXGP rider Jeffrey Herlings had an up-and-down weekend at the MXGP of Trentino this past weekend. In the first 450 moto, Herlings got stuck in a first-turn pileup, leaving him in dead last off the start. Herlings ended up pushing his way up to 9th by the end of the moto. In the second moto, he got off to a better start, coming out of the first turn at around 5th place, and battling his way from that point all the way to 1st, thus earning his first moto win in over a year. Herlings was asked in a post-race interview about his first moto charge from last, and if he gave up on his conservative riding for that race. Herlings responded, quote, "Well, I kinda had to. I'm already like 17 points down on Prado. When I looked up and I was on the ground with Febvre and Seewer and I saw Prado jumping the big triple and I thought, okay, Jeffrey, we gotta go now. On that first lap, somebody ran into me and pushed me off the track and I was like dead last or something like that. I worked my way back to 9th and I was with that group from 5th to 9th and I was 9th. I showed I had one of the fastest lap times throughout the whole moto." Obviously an impressive performance from Herlings, and good to see him back up to his regular speed and managing to keep it on 2 wheels. Herlings was then asked to comment about a second Moto Win, and if this Moto Win gave him confidence for the upcoming GPs and season. Herlings responded, quote, "Yes, it was like the old days, starting from 5th to 10th and worked my way to the front and win the moto. I felt comfortable in that second moto, and overnight we changed some things. And we felt a huge difference. The bike felt much better Sunday. I was super happy on Sunday and how we performed. Coming back to what you said, the second moto was like in the old days." It's good to hear that Herlings found some bike settings that worked for him this weekend. Bike testing was another big topic in this post-race interview. It basically comes down to the fact that Herlings is the only KTM test rider for motocross at the moment, with the American team doing Supercross and the Red Bull KTM MXGP only having Herlings on the 450. That leaves him as the sole test guy for his settings. So he did mention that this was really hard for him. In the end, things are really coming together for Jeffrey Herlings. Gaining speed, comfortability, and becoming a podium regular after a year out of the sport is really impressive. Jeffrey Herlings currently sits 3rd in the World Championship standings, 26 points down from Jorge Prado. This will definitely be hard to come back from, but it's early in the season yet. What are your guys' thoughts on Herlings' first GP victory of the year? Do you think he can compete with Prado for the title? Let us know your thoughts down below.